nothing but a simple man. They call me a redneck, I reckon that I am, but there's things going on, keep me mad down to the core. Yes sir, a redneck simple man.
Well, hi there, how y'all doing? Jim and Joe here for another episode of the Jim and Joe Show. What's been going on, folks been asking me? Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Been kind of busy doing nothing. Didn't ever think that'd happen, but it has. Been getting asked quite a few questions, a little bit more serious than I'd like to keep it. But you know what? I'm going to answer them questions. So, without further ado, what I'm going to talk about right now is I'm going to talk about midgets. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about today. Them little midget peoples, whatever you want to call them. I can't really call them people because I don't look at them as peoples. Now, a lot of folks going to get upset at me and say, Jim and Joe, well, these folks, these people, they just short. They got the short demeanor, the short statures, whatever you got call it. Well, to that I'm going to say, well, hogwash, because if they don't grows up, they ain't people like using me. They ain't going to get treated like people like using me. As far as I'm concerned, they're an animal that somebody taught how to walk and talk, and that is it. A midget is a midget. I don't like the little freaky things that scare me out with their little sausage fingers and their little booty popping bodies. Can't deal with them. Can't deal with them. So, there you go. That's my view on midgets. Now, if you would like to know more about how I feel about that, you can always ask me at jimmyjoeshow@comcast.net. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about them. Also, you can get with me on the Facebook at Jimmy Jo Show. It's a fan page. You just like it. You follow me on there. I'm gonna start posting my videos up there. All right. So here we go again. It's that time where it's Ask Questions with Jimmy Joe. So first question comes from not signed, so I'm not going to say your name on here. But it says, Dear Jimmy Joe, I love your videos. Oh, I know that you and X-Dog have been good friends for a long time. Do you have any funny or embarrassing stories that you could share? Also, what are you always drinking? Well, here you go. I'll answer your questions in order you ask it, buddy. So, yeah, I've known old X-Dog. I've known him for roughly 31 years. Do I have some embarrassing and funny stories that I could tell? Probably so, probably so. However, out of respect for Mr. X-Dog, I'm not going to just fly off the handle and tell you a story about the little feller. Now, the question is, what am I always drinking? Well, as you can tell by my lovely little glass here, it's water. That's all it is. It's just water, fellers. That's all. So, my next question, let me go back here. Hit this old back button. Now, y'all got to bear with me here. And sorry, I'm looking at the old computer. I'd show y'all, but my desk is a mess right now. So, I'd like to ask a question. What are your thoughts about dumb bitches that have babies and abuse and or kill them? Well, this is by Ms. Anonymous. She has many questions here. First off, if you have childrens and you abuse them, I don't care man or woman, you laid on your back or you stuck your Peter in the woohoo and you made that damn baby. If you cannot be a father or a mother or good parents to that children or them children's, perhaps it would be in the best interest if you were to give that child up for adoption. However, this is my view on it. If you give your child up for adoption because you don't feel like raising them, I feel, just me, that they should give you a hysterectomy or a castration, depending upon your sex. That is what I believe. I know a hysterectomy, that's kind of a big word for old Jimmy Joe to know, but I do know when they rode a rooter the inside lady parts, alright? They get them all out of there. We want to make sure that there's no chance that this individual will ever procreate again. What are your thoughts about our government not getting medical assistance to dying citizens that cannot afford health care, while these effing immigrants, I do have to censor the F-bomb, sorry about that, Ms. Anonymous, while these effing immigrants and other pathetic Americans abuse the system? Alright, now there's another part to that, but remember that question because I am going to answer it. Alright. My mom is dying and cannot get any help, but these bitches with 10 kids, no job, and 10 baby daddy are getting a full ride with food, rent, school, medical, and anything else their drug money does not want to pay for. Alright. I wasn't going to touch this question at first, but then I thought about it. You know what, Miss Anonymous? That system is in place, and there are people that abuse it, but there are people that genuinely need that system. I'll give you an example. Right now, old Jimmy Joe's drawing the unemployment. But I'm not using the system for anything else. I'm getting unemployment. It's paying my bills. Can I afford whiskey and anything else that I might so desire? I probably could. Am I going to? No, because I'm on unemployment. I cannot find a job right now. So the money I'm getting is to pay my bills. So, what do I think about the people that abuse the system? Well, I believe that it should be mandatory. If you are on food stamps, if you are receiving government assistance, you should be drug tested. Alright? I have to be drug tested to get a job. You should have to be drug tested to get any type of that assistance. Now, here's the catch to it though. This is where I am an ass. If you fail your drug test at any time, your benefits are removed and you are never, ever eligible to receive those benefits again. In addition to that, if you have 10 plus kids and you are not working, chances are you's a hoe. 10 kids, 10 baby daddies, chances are you is a hoe. Now, again, with my removal of the lady parts, I believe that once you have so many kids, if you cannot support them without the government assistance, maybe you shouldn't be able to have any more kids. Now, they say, well, that's Big Brother, Jimmy Joe. How's that right? Well, if Big Brother's taking care of you, Big Brother should be able to take care of you. So, that's my thoughts on that. Now, as far as immigrants using it, I don't like it. Alright? Bottom line is this. We all that was raised here and lived here for a long time, we've paid into the system. This is Social Security I'm talking about. But we've paid in the system. We've taken our lumps. Now, there are people out there that make $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour. And they're supporting their entire family off that. Now, that may sound like a decent amount of money. I think what, $15 an hour, about 30 grand a year or something like that. I can do the math, but I ain't going to do it right now. Alright, now, if you as a feller and you supporting a family of 4, that's counting yourself. So it'd be you, your significant other, and 2 children. You can do it. Alright, Jimmy Joe's done it. Hell, I've done it on a lot less. Now, I don't get it. Now, see, you can support that family. You can support that family on that $15 an hour. However, you might not be able to afford the insurance. You might not be able to afford some food sometimes. Sometimes. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're working like that, if you're making $15 an hour and you're working and you're busting your ass, we're just going to say $15. I know there's not a lot of jobs $15 an hour. But, you know, if you're working, there's the times when you want to go out and you want to have a creature comfort. You have to remember why you're working. Yeah, you putting food on the table for your children, you putting food on the table for the wife, you're doing all that good stuff, and that's great, but you have to take care of you. So sometimes you need to go out and you need to buy something for yourself. Just something. It ain't got to be nothing major. And unfortunately, unfortunately, there's people that think they have to go out and buy themselves something every time they get paid, and that's not the case. And that's when you get some people that are also abusing the system. You have people that's on the food stamps, driving a nice car, rolling around with the iPod 4.5, or excuse me, iPhone 4.5 or 4SG or GS or whatever. Run around with their Androids, run around with their highfalutin stuff, you know, and they got all this crap, but they're coming to the government for assistance. I think the government needs to reevaluate the process. I think the government needs to do a better background investigation on the people that are getting the assistance. Anonymous, Ms. Anonymous, I hope that answers you. Sorry for my rambling tirade. I've been thinking about that question for a while. That's why I've been too long getting back with my episodes. So, if y'all have any more questions for me, please let me know. Make sure you send all your questions to Jimmy Jo Show at Comcast.net. Also, you can hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on my fan page, Jimmy Jo Show. Alright, sorry, I hate when the computer does the old dim thing. Hit me up there. I love to talk to y'all. Well, think that might do it for now. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.